The ChordInvert app is a fun and easy way to learn about chord inversions. The Identify function shows you information about a set of related musical chords by key. You can choose major or minor keys from the key list. With the Quiz tab, you can practice your mastery of the key signatures and notes for the inversions of all major and minor keys. Make learning fun by beating your previous high score. Audio cues are a part of every function, and help is available from within the app. Initially, the Identify tab displays a scrollable list of musical keys. You can select major or minor keys. When you select a key, you will hear the root chord for the key and will see the detail view page. The key name is displayed at the top of the page. Below the key name are 3 buttons for selecting among the root, first, and second inversions of the chord. Changing the selection plays the chord and displays information about the chord in the screen areas below. These are a keyboard with the keys of the chords highlighted, the names of the notes, including sharps or flats, a staff showing the key signature, and the notes of the chord. At the bottom of the page is a blue note that you can tap to replay the current chord. Tapping key list at the top left will return you to the key list where you can select another key. Back at the key list page, you can select another key, or tap one of the other tabs. Let's look at the About tab. The About tab displays information about the app and your device. The installed version of ChordInvert is displayed, and the operating system version and a description of your device are displayed. Now, let's have a look at the Help tab. The Help tab has a link to this video and help for the Identify and Quiz tabs. Tapping on the word Identify or Quiz, or the arrow to their left, will alternately expand and contract the topic. The page is scrollable. Next, we will discuss the Quiz tab. When you select the Quiz tab, ChordInvert randomly selects a key and plays its root chord. The selected key is displayed at the top of the screen. You are asked 4 questions pertaining to the selected key. These are the key signature, the notes of the root, the notes of the first inversion, and the notes of the second inversion. The current question topic is displayed below the name of the key. You can reset your score and restart the quiz by tapping the Restart button. You can replay the chord by tapping the Chord button. The prompt text guides you through the questions. Your running score is displayed here until you restart the quiz. You select a key signature by tapping the gray marks, sharps or flats depending on the key, on the staff. You select the member notes of a chord by tapping the gray notes on the staff. When you tap a note, the corresponding key is highlighted on the keyboard. We will walk through the questions for this key to demonstrate how this works. The selected key is B flat major. The prompt text instructs us to tap the rightmost flat in the key signature. Notice that all marks to the left of the one I tap are turned on and all the ones to the right are turned off. I can change my selection up until I tap the next button. I realize I have tapped the wrong mark. B flat major only has 2 flats, but it is easy to correct by tapping the correct one. Now I tap next to get the results. The prompt text shows I made the correct selection. And the scoring line shows I now have 4 points. As instructed by the prompt text, I now tap next. The next question requires you to identify the notes composing the root chord. The prompt text instructs you to select the remaining notes for the root and notifies you it is worth 2 points. The tonic is pre-selected to give you positional context. Selected notes have a blue center. Only the tonic has a bold outline during note selection. The selected note is also highlighted on the keyboard. To select the remaining notes of the root, tap the appropriate notes. Tapping the notes toggles them so you can correct errors. You can easily identify the notes you have selected by their blue centers. Once you have selected the notes for the root chord, tap next. Now the prompt text gives you the results of your selection. Since I chose the correct notes, I am awarded 2 more points. The correct notes for the chord have bold outlines. The notes I selected have blue centers. So I can always tell which notes are correct and which notes I selected even when I make a mistake. After reviewing my results, I tap next to proceed to the next question. ChordInvert plays the notes of the first inversion and updates the question subject to first inversion. All notes except for the tonic are deselected. The prompt text asks you to select the remaining notes of the first inversion for 2 points. We can select notes the same way as we did previously. Once I have selected the notes, I tap the next button. Once again, the prompt text displays the results of your selections. Likewise, the correct notes are outlined in bold and my selections have blue centers. After reviewing my results, I tap next to move to the final question of the series, the notes comprising the second inversion. ChordInvert plays the notes of the second inversion and updates the question subject to second inversion. All notes except for the tonic are deselected. The prompt text asks you to select the remaining notes of the second inversion for 2 points. We can select notes the same way as we did previously. Once I have selected the notes, I tap the next button. My results are displayed in the prompt text, score, staff, and keyboard. Because I correctly answered all 4 questions for this key, I am rewarded with a fireworks display. Now when I tap next, a new key will be selected and I will be quizzed on that key. I will continue and deliberately make a wrong selection to demonstrate how ChordInvert helps you learn when you make an incorrect choice. A new key, G major, is selected, and the root chord is played. I am prompted to tap the rightmost sharp in the key signature. The correct sharp is the first one, but I tap the second and tap next. The prompt text tells me the correct number of sharps is 1 and sets the correct key signature. Also, a new button is displayed below the keyboard and to the left of the next button, the retry button. I can tap next and continue, or I can tap the retry button to have another chance to answer the question. I will retry. The key signature question is redisplayed and the root chord played. I have another chance to answer the question, although I won't get points for a correct answer. This cycle will repeat as long as I give incorrect responses. When I make the correct choice and tap next, I no longer see the retry button and can continue. Incorrect responses are handled like this for all the questions. I have demonstrated the features of ChordInvert. The app gives you reference information for the root, first inversion, and second inversions of all major and minor musical keys. In addition to the key signature, the component notes of the chords are displayed as note names, staff notes, and keyboard keys. The chords are also played and can be replayed to reinforce your ear training. In addition to the reference capabilities, the quiz function gives you an entertaining way to practice and learn chord inversions. All the information presented in this video and more is available in the Help tab of the app. Have fun and learn your chord inversions.